Got it. Whoa. 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 It's a minifigure illusion reporting from somewhere on Brick Ship. Oh, wait a second. Brick Ship Earth. Done. All right, there we are. Wow. Whoa. I gotta go find the tin foil. I gotta find my channel. Lips. Let's see, dude. Did we find it? There we are, dude. Subscribed. Am I notified? Yeah. Let's get that. Let's get in there on that. Whoa. All right, there we are. What's going on, everybody? Okay, we're here. We're building our wait, I don't mute that too. We're gonna get an echo. Oh. We're here, Ninjago City, and bam, Ninjago City for the win. All right, I've figured out a couple things to help me here. We were struggling a little bit last time. I'm gonna get a little alien energy in me. That's kind of tasty. All right, so back to my old sorting. I remembered my old sorting techniques. When I sort Legos, I like to put something down so I can pour them back into the dealio. Which one was I? I forgot which one I was looking at yesterday. I think it's this one right here. And get those all spread out, all nice and spread out. We'll do that. I got that going on. We got space right there. Let's put it up in the space zone. Look at that. There we go. Look at that. All inclusive, man. Don't forget to smash that like button, dude. Mandela flare, dude, from Gunler right off the bat. How often does the little man help with the rebuilds? Pretty much all the time. He's tearing stuff down and putting it all together constantly. This has just been sort of my own weird thing lately, just to get this channel up and running. So today, me and Owl and I, we sat down and drew up our plans for our Lego city. He was sort of like tripped out about drawing up the plans for the whole Lego city thing. And then he realized it, because I was like, he wanted to build, we're building in the corner here, in the corner of the, here, I'll show you. So this, the desk is L-shaped, right? So in the corner here, we're going to build a big mountain. It started out as an island. We're going to build a big island here with lava flowing down it, lakes and trees and all that good stuff. And then over on this corner of the city, there's going to be his Lego city over here. And it's all going to connect into the thing. And then we're going to keep this end of the table is the building side of the table, since all the parts are back there, right? So we had I told him to pick out some mountains or islands to design from, because I was like, over the last couple of years of looking at the study, I've realized there is kind of a way to go about it. And so what we did is we drew up a loose plan, but the hottest is he was like, I want to, and he kept being like, not realizing there's a wall here. Like when our plans, like the plan he wanted didn't account for the fact there's two walls. So we had a whole meeting of the minds tonight. Al and I did, and drew up our plans, and we're going to get in here and start building stuff, and make it happen. We're going to build a whole Lego City trip, man, and we're pumped about it. So first, let me get to so I took a little personal time the other day, and I built some stuff, dude. So for those who are following on the actual Ninjago City build, I built the bridge there. We got the bridge, and then there's like a maintenance shop down in there with like a cleaning robot. And then there's a little like fish market right in here. So there's like a fish market in there. And then you're starting to get like the walks. So there's like a telephone right there. There's some artwork on the walls. There's some stairs and, all that kind of stuff. I still haven't found the pieces for right here. Let me zoom that. Let me get that down. Just a tad, right? Just a tad. Still haven't found the pieces for right there, but we're working on it. What's going on, Carooster? Oh wait, Gunler's got a Mandaloo for us. What's the Mandaloo for us? All right, let me see if I can figure it out. What is the Mandaloo? All right, this is the top of the 16th, the chapel there, and I'm not Michelangelo. I don't know. What's the Mandaloo on there, Gunler? What is the Mandaloo we're looking for? Oops, and I'm still looking for the doorknob for this, but I better find it pretty quick. I don't get what's the Mandaloo on that one. I don't know if I'm getting it. All right, I got to build on this side. I'm not feeling it, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not feeling it. God's hands used to be higher than Adam's. All right, let's see. I don't know, dude. Whatever, bro. Dude, I'm telling you, have you checked out the satanic art generating AI stuff? Dude, I didn't even know about it 2 days ago. So I went and checked out have you guys seen the art generating apps, dude? It's the beast. It is the devil, dude. The AI, just type in AI art generator because you're just gonna check it out because it's what we do, dude. And you'll see that it's demonic. It's super demonic what's going on with it, man. And so that was our little like, whoa, man, that's crazy. And we got it. I got into that through courtesy of Gunler keeps it alive. He's like our Mandaloo expert, man. Keeping us up to date on the location of the moon and what's up with the Mandaloo. But yeah, we're like full perfect day to just sit and do just kind of do this. What was today? Today we did a bunch of work in the garden. Me and the wife and Owl did a bunch of work in the garden. I don't know, today was one of those good days, you know, like it all just sort of worked how it was supposed to, in a weird flowing way. And that's always a win. All right. And yet I still don't know if all the pieces are here. I'm still getting bogged down here. So, where's that piece? None. I'm almost tempted to just do a bypass just to keep it flowing. But yeah, so we did a bunch of work in the garden. I went and bought us like a redwood tree to plant, an Aptos redwood tree to plant, because me and my wife had talked about it. We're going to start planting some trees around the property to plant some trees, man. And I'm a big fan of redwoods. They grow really well. I see them all over the place up here, so I figure that's a good place to start. Start with the whole thing. All right, there's got to be like one other bag I'm supposed to be opening. I really do sense it's this one. Hold on. I'm going to take a peek to the end. It's got that. No blue though. All right, it's not this one. All right, that's a difference. There is some blue in this though. I wonder what that's all for. So yeah, it was one of those kind of days. And then Owl and I did a bunch of bike riding. We rode around a bunch. And then yesterday I tapped into the local mountain biking trail, dude. I was like, whoa. So we got this Whiskey Flats mountain bike trail, right outside of town. So I've been driving up there to just start mountain biking, and you get like 4 miles out there, and all of a sudden there's just all these crazy loops, man. And you can really tell, like, because there's a lot of like Olympiads who live up here. Like it's a weird, like a lot of ex-Olympic people live up here, which is sort of trippy. Like people who do like sort of like a lot of Olympic kayakers and those kind of crowds live up here, which is kind of interesting. So there's a lot of Olympic types up here. So like you get out in this mountain bike trail, and I just tapped into the gold, man. Man, it was such a fun trail, and it was just swooshing. It was a super swoosherama, dude. It was rad. So I had a really good mountain bike ride yesterday, and yeah, we're starting to gel. Like the whole scene around here is really starting to gel and getting the flow on, and just everybody finding their rhythm a little bit. Al and I had like sort of a gnarly like homeschooling moment today. We were working on getting our times tables going again. And we did some basic like addition, and he fully like glitched out and couldn't do it. And I sort of panicked a little bit. What's going on, Oso? And so the birds sort of panicked. I panicked because I was like, oh my God, he's not learning. He's like, I failed him. And then we kind of got into a gnarly argument for a little while. And, that's always hectic. It really is. It's always a little bit hectic. Okay. So I gotta kind of move on because I don't know what I'm doing. All right, there's that. I think it's that. Is it the gold? It's the gold. They put a little sparkle on it, so you know it's the gold. A little sparkle on it, so you know it's the gold, baby. What's that? Let's see if that matters. But yeah, super docile day up here in the Sierra Nevadas. The weather was phenomenal. The Sierras, I guess we're just the straight Sierras. All right, so this bag is not cutting it. All right. I gotta figure out what is the next bag. I really feel it's this one. It's gotta be. I see parts that look like they belong in there, dude. Yeah, and we're almost to the we've almost crossed the monetization barrier. We're like 200 hours out, which is like we're getting there. We're about to get there. Oh, see, I found this piece. This is a piece that I needed right there. Okay, so this is a good bag to get into right there. I let my eyes settle in. I let my eyes settle in. Yeah, it's not her trip, dude. She makes a cameo every now and then, Brett, you know. She's like a unicorn, dude. Every now and then the unicorn is spotted, but it's like that. She could just be mythical. She is the hologram after all, so she might not even be real. I mean, you know, everybody comes and goes on their own pace. You know, when they want to show up, they do, and when they don't, man. No pressure here. You know, no, it's not my deal. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. And then bam. All right, and then I need a little gray guy, a little gray. I wasn't even looking for that. But yeah, man, it seems like alien invasion imminent, huh? What do you guys think, dude? What do you think, man? They're really spicing it up out there. Holy boys, geez, wow. They're really trying to get people to hit the panic button, aren't they? Don't do it. Don't panic. It's organic, man. Yeah, I've been hey, photo chiquillo, yo. Oh, I put a frog on there. Oh, see, the frog doesn't have a place to sit though. All right, the frog's supposed to be out there though. Frog on the dock. We're getting into some oh, I didn't do that last time, did I? How did I miss that step? Now I know I fully missed something. Got that. I need one of those in a minute. Where is this piece? Now I know I need a bunch of these. This is kind of a cool thing. They use this roof here, man. This roof they make out of the Lego wrenches, dude, or crowbars, as the case may be. I'm gonna need a bunch of those. But I realized I didn't put down any of the we're about to go build a little bit higher, dude. Getting high on it, yo. Getting high on it. Oh, we got a big comment here. What are they saying this time? Been out of the loop. I don't know, Island. You tell me. I appreciate you, bro. Apologies, but this 40-acre homestead needs everything done as winter last 6 months in Saskatchewan, Canada. Okay, I'll get down to 40 miles exactly to put some Lego alien ships floating above your Lego city. Oh, we got that, dude. Respect, blessing, high frequency, Ty, Lego room looking tight, chilling with the diamond souls. You know that. We're just chilling. We're chilling out here, waiting to see it, waiting to see what the signal is to figure out what we're gonna get into tonight. The Cannonball the chickens doing awesome. Cannonball the chickens doing awesome. The kitten named Storm has mellowed out, dude, or is mellowing out to a certain degree, and I'm still I'm bumping into some issues here. I need one piece, dude. I kind of come to a screeching halt. Hold on. This rebuilding stuff's way trickier if they're not putting in the individual bags. Like, oh, smokes, man. Smoke them. All right, man. I might have to go archival. I might have to pull from the stash just to get this thing going here. I don't like to do that either. I'm sort of this is my test if I ever wanted to resell the set. Like, I would never want to send a set to someone that was missing any pieces, dude. That would suck, dude. That would completely suck. But I don't really feel like looking too much more. Let me see if I can do a quick find. Nah, I'm just getting a new piece. Getting a new piece. Let's see, where is that? Grab. No, this one grab. It's the hot stuff. Where's that, dude? Impossible. Oh, owl, dude. Come on, buddy. Why can't you put stuff back? Full classic owl. I'm like, dude, all I ask you do one thing is put stuff back when you're done. Nope, not quite. Not quite. Always a scavenger hunt, but that's okay, man. All part of the learning curve. All part of I just gotta put, dude, I hate not doing. Dude. I was kind of fired up how Al separated all this stuff when we first got this going. It has not stayed flowy at all, dude, which is super headache-ish. It is amazing how like one piece will just slow you down. Screeching halt. Is that one right there? Oh, I just see one. There's one in this bag. It's the right color. It looks like the wrong color. It looks like a dark gray is what I need. Ah, foiled again, dude. Foiled again, man. All right. Dang, I gotta go back. Dip in again. And again, none of this stuff's where it's supposed to be, dude. Bird. Come on, buddy. Those are kind of there. Jeez, man. Jeez, dude. Come on. Come on now. Come on, man. Oh. You're just staring at an empty seat. Look at it. Just look at it. There they are. Top. It's on the top rung. Swing. We're back. Back to the saddle. We're about to get critical here, dude. Feeling it, man. Oh, we got comments here, dude. That sounds like a lot of work, dude. Do you have any videos out yet of your yard? Yeah, I got all that. Yep. There's all that stuff. I recommend getting off any social media and pray and stay close to God. Dude. What do we got going on here? Any tips how to stay positive? Pray, dude. You gotta pray, dude. What do you think? Being positive, big positives. I'll tell you this, dude. That whole be positive thing, I think, is a little bit of a smokescreen, dude. How about just fully dive into like why you're negative and reverse engineer it instead of spending all your time trying to be positive, dude. Why don't you accept yourself where you're at and then move in a different direction? That whole like everyone's got to be positive thing, like I think makes people negative. Like I think it has an inverted effect to it. I know when I spend all my time like sitting around going, I'm supposed to be positive, dude, it ends up making me more negative, dude, because it's not realistic, man. Like you're supposed to be like again, I talk about this a lot. You're supposed to be like content on a certain level, right? And that's being an acceptance of your negativity. Like you can't be what you're not, dude. Like if you have a negative disposition, dude, like you got to kind of work with what you got. I don't know, man. I just, there's way too much of that. Like, it's supposed to look a certain way vibe, dude. Like, I don't know, man. Then you're sitting there like, why am I not positive? Which is making you like, that's kind of depressing, if you ask me, dude. Like, don't forget, like, I remember mentioning subscribe and support, dude. I have 1 acre and can barely, yeah, dude, I got 3 acres, can barely keep up, dude. It's hectic, man. You just gotta go out. I gotta go out every night and just make sure I didn't leave a hose running, dude. I left a hose running the other night, fully like drained my water tank. Like, oops, like full Barney move. Took a day and a half to fill it back up. Because it is like end of the summer, so it's sort of like slow on the thing. Yeah, I go out at night, make sure all the animals, dude. I gotta get up early, like feed all the animals, dude. And we don't even have that much going on. But I'll tell you what, I think the hardest part about it all, like taking care of like doing the homesteading off the grid type of deal, is the more you have almost to deal with, the easier it is, because you just stay in the flow. I know the days where I'm like, I got a lot kind of going on is almost easier than the days I don't. I mean, there's always something that needs to be done, dude. That's the thing. Yeah, 40 acres, dude. That's immense. You know? I remember mentioning a 3D printer to you, and it was said that it was kind of hard to find that great of uses for it. There's one. Spare Legos. I wouldn't use a 3D printer for spare Legos, dude. Wouldn't be within the tolerances. It's a special kind of like plastic they use, dude. The clutch power, dude. This stuff is like scientific, man. Yeah, the whole 3D printer thing. I mean, yeah, you could. Good idea, Brett. Yeah, I mean that. Like, look, it's that thing. If you don't have like, I don't know, man. Like on the negativity thing, it's there's a certain level of like buying into it. Like you can only be negative if you think you're supposed to be positive. I guess that's kind of what I'm saying. It's like it's sort of a symbiotic relationship. Like if you spend all your time thinking you're supposed to be positive, there's an equal and opposite reaction, right? Like I don't get into the whole like being positive versus being negative, dude. I just try to be, dude. I just try to be what I am in that space and not judge it as like wrong. Like when you're like, oh, I don't want to be negative anymore. I think you're dwelling on it, which is making it negative. Like negativity is a little self-fulfilling, I think. You know, the more and more I've learned, it's like it really is a choice. And like if you're spending your thing in that polarized reality, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 17. I'm like too short. Too short. All right. I'm gonna bypass that because I kind of know what it is I'm looking for. Kind of bypassing a lot, dude. Oh, owl. This stuff's all going to come up in another bag somewhere, dude. Okay. Harsh, dude. What bag? I don't know, though. I must just got to keep moving. Just keep moving, yo. All right, we're getting into this thing now. Bum, 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 da, da, da. We'll just take what I can get, man. We're not going to trip, dude. Like that's the weird thing is There's not, like, again, to the positivity thing, there's a lack of, like, there's a reason why you're viewing stuff. Dude, negativity is a super self-indulgent activity, man. I guess at the end of the sentence. Like it really is like super self-indulgent. Like walking around, like seeing the world, like as a dude who's been there, done, don't think I'm sitting here judging from a non-first person perspective, dude. I can get super negative on it, dude. Like I can be the world's most negative, downer, bummer vibe ever, dude. And you know what? You know what I trace when I really get down to like the bummer, negative vibe? You know what it is? At the end of the day, it's super self-indulgent. It's because I'm just not doing anything of service. You want to get out of negativity? Go be of service to someone. Go help another human being, dude. Go help someone that's worse off than you are. You know what I mean? Go take your time to help a little old lady cross the street. Go say hello to the cashier. Go just assume that everybody's having a worse day than you, and then go try to lift their spirits, you know? Like that's why the whole like sobriety only works if you're helping another alcoholic achieve sobriety, dude. Like you can't. Positivity is not a personal thing. It's a share. It's you sharing with another human being, dude, and being like, you get what I'm saying? Is in order for, as I've found, and I'm no expert, dude. When I'm in a good state of being, which you could call positive, when I'm finger popping through the world, like, yeah, dude, bitch and Camaro, dude, I got a big lizard in my backyard, you know? It's because I'm being of service to other people. So if you're feeling negative and you have a negative perspective on life, why don't go volunteer, dude? Go volunteer at the soup kitchen, you know, the proverbial soup kitchen. Go just see other people being positive with worse situations than you're in. Oh, but you don't understand. Yeah, I do. Dude, let's not forget, like I always tell this story, and I didn't interview in public. So I got years ago, 5-6 years ago, I got contacted by these people who were like, there's this girl who watches your channel. She's had a gnarly situation. She would like to meet you. She's in a gnarly situation. So I go, all right, because I'll go meet anyone, right? I go, all right, I'll come meet you, dude. So I met this girl, dude, who was burned, who had gotten in a fire, trapped in a fire, and her entire body was melted. Her entire body was melted, right? She'd been in like a coma for like 6 months, and she'd been beautiful before. Like you understand, like this wasn't some like rando. This girl was a beautiful, beautiful young girl. And she'd gotten in this situation and caught in this fire, and her entire body was melted. So I go and I meet this girl and her friends, and dude, her story of just, you know, the abandonment of the family and the whole thing and the whole deal, right? So I go meet this girl. She had the most positive disposition. It really was, it was mind-blowing. Super positive, nothing negative to say. Fully understood that her experience was to get her closer to God. Trippy, dude. Like I met this person and spent a whole time talking to her, dude, like literally a melted human being. Like a human being is melted. All that you could really see of the old, it was through her eyes, right? The eyes are the soul of the lens, dude. I talked to this person who had nothing, dude. She had nothing. She had lost her physical form. She lost her beauty. She came from like a low rent area of the city, dude. Insurance wasn't paying for stuff, but like all the struggles in the world, dude. And that person, spiritually speaking, was better off than I was. And she wanted to hang out with me, dude. Because she watched my videos in the hospital. She would sit and watch my videos in the hospital. There's that piece I was looking for. Put that back in the. She watched my videos in the hospital. So again, to the negative person, what I would say is this, dude. Just go try to do your very best and be of service. And you being of service might be inspirational to someone else. And then the energy flows, dude. So meeting that person 5-6 years ago, I don't think about that person enough because God sent me that person. God sent me that person to always remind me of what the truth is. That your state of being has nothing to do with your outside stuff. It's all inside. It's all your internal vibe, dude. It doesn't matter if all your skin's melted off your face or you're poor or whatever you are. If you want to experience positivity and be that person, then you got to go be of service and be greater than you, and be there for God. And again, is what I would say is, spiritually speaking, you can't have a functioning, abundant relationship with God and be negative. I don't see how that really occurs. So maybe that's a good place to look. Maybe look into your relationship with God and ask those questions. When we heal, we don't heal alone. True words, Carooster. Vincent Reyes. What's up, Isaiah Approach? Dan Z, welcome this evening. We're here working on the Ninjago City, just slowly digging through the parts, trying to figure out this mess. And it is a lot harder than I anticipated, but you know what? We're doing it, yo. We got this one. And yeah, so I think that's at the end of if that's what I would say about it is you can only be negative if you're living within yourself. If you're being of service and trying to carry the message of God, you don't really have the what is this, dude? How does this work? What's going on? You don't really got a lot of space to be negative because God's got a lot of work for us to do, right? And I'll tell you from my own experience, whenever I think, see, I don't get into positive, negative. It's just whenever I think life sucks, life's a drag, I just try to do God's work, be of service, right? Chop wood, carry water. It's the basic thing. Again, I would highly suggest listen to Neil Kramer. Go find Neil Kramer, listen to some of his Rome casts. Neil Kramer gets into it. The reason most people are the opposite of positive, which would be negative, is because they don't know how to excel in the mundane, right? And it ain't easy. Let me tell you, dude, it's not easy to excel in the mundane. It's a challenge. It's the challenge of the ages to excel in the mundane. But the thing to do is be conscious and try to find the joy in the dirty dishes, right? Try to, like, I'll always say like the dishes are the washing dishes is where the rubber meets the road or the sponge meets the plate, dude. Is if you can't find God's existence washing your dishes, you're not conscious, you're not paying attention, dude. You know what I mean? You're not present. Because that's where it is. It's literally in the most mundane stuff ever. I find the pieces that I can't find once I just like let them go, dude. Which again is another metaphor, right? Or I'm gonna let them go then. I'm gonna let it go for a minute. I'm looking for one little brown piece to link this all together. Oh no. Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense, dude? Dude, who was the badass of all the disciples, Christ? Anyone know? I know who it is. I just forget. It's the dude. It's the dude who hung, who questioned back after the resurrection, dude. I found your channel when I got the coup in 2020. I was in my room for 18 days with the vids. No way, dude. Trippy. Isaiah Approach, is that when you rolled in, dude? Seems like you've been here longer than that, dude. Interesting. You're a coof viewer, dude. That's amazing. Fantastic. All right, I got this, and this is it's jamming me up, man. That is amazing. You wonder about these things sometimes. Where do we all come from? I don't know. I don't know, dude. It's oh, we're putting on some lily pads and some tango vines, lily pads and tango vines. And lily pads, tango vines, and a frog, yo. I need like one little piece. All right. But yeah, man. Is that what you did with your coop money? That's kind of amazing. We're putting a little frog on the dock there. Tango vines going in. Things are starting to take shape around here. I'm putting some lily pads in. Oh, the aquatic nature. So got some lily pads in there. Got the frog on the rock there. The tango vines. Oh, dude, muscle cramp in my finger. Oh, that was crazy, dude. Oh, that hurt. Ooh, ow, ooh, ow. Muscle cramp in my finger. What does that mean? What does that mean? Do I need it? Do I need some pharmaceuticals, dude? Got taking the beat. So this is a funny Pennsylvania story. Was it Pennsylvania? No, it wasn't Pennsylvania. I remember reading about this in the 90s. That's the best I can do. So there was this old timer, right? Like an old timer. And the old timer was one of those dudes, lost his driver's, he was a World War II guy. Full old timer, World War II vet. And he was, I think it was Oklahoma or Nebraska, one of those kind of states, one of those flyover states. And he wanted to go see his it must have been the 90s, dude. Even he wanted to go see his his dying Marine buddy who was in the Marines, right? And they played in a band together. And so he didn't have a driver's license, right? And he wanted to get there. So what he did was he fired up his lawnmower because he didn't have a driver's license, didn't have a car, and was like 100 years old and wanted to go see his dying Marine buddy. So he fired up his lawnmower and just proceeded to mow his way down the side of the interstate, dude. And when the cops came and like eventually the cops came to like, you know, basically shut this dude down. And he had to go like some 500-mile journey or something in his lawnmower. And he had a little trailer behind him with a stand-up bass, dude. Because they were in a band together, right? Like he got out of the thing, like the state troopers or whatever, like let him roll because they were like, all right, like technically you're mowing the grass on the side of the road, and therefore due to some loophole in the thing, you know, you're not operating a motor vehicle and you're not, they just figured a way to make it happen. But I always remember that standing out to me in the 90s. That is what America used to be, dude. That can-do spirit. Like, oh, I'm going to see my boy. He's on his deathbed. I got a lawnmower parked out in the garage. I'm hitting it. I'm going. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. That's how it's supposed to be. I think that's how it's really supposed to go down, you know? See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. And I don't know. I don't even know what. Oh, you're getting pulled over on your moped. Like full Dumb and Dumber on the moped. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, dude. All right. I can't. I'm like, it's the little parts you can't find, man. There's that other part I was looking for, dude. Parts I got spares of that I could have found if I'd only looked just a little harder. Just a little bit harder. I don't want to look for this part forever either, dude. Just gonna put this on and we'll get back to it. All right. Oh, what are we making here? We're making some sort of radio tower, dude. Is that piece even in here? There it is. Huh. I don't know, man. See, I need some more of those. All right. You know what I'm going to do? This box is coming to an end. I had to try to figure out what box would come next. Guaranteed these parts are in here. They're just not in here, if you know what I mean. Backroads are epic. So many Amish. Yeah, dude. The heart of it all. They don't call Ohio the heart of it all because it isn't. if you catch my drift, man. It's definitely the heart of it all. That's why. This ain't doing nothing for me. I shouldn't even pour this bag out, dude. That was a mistake. All right. Let's see. We're in here, man. All right, what are we doing? The hotter rock and roll is the music. Little Huey Lewis. I was listening to some Huey Lewis the other day, dude. Every now and then I do like to put on Sports, the album Sport. Sport, is it Sports or Sport? Is that Amanda Lou? I always thought the Huey Lewis album was Sports. Is it Amanda Lou? Or is it, or did I just glitch out? The hotter rock and roll. So I was watching some Huey Lewis videos the other day. And Huey Lewis it has to be the trippiest rock star of all time, dude. Just golden era America, man. Huey Lewis, dude. Come on. That's like American heyday type stuff, dude. American heyday music. The hotter rock and roll is the music. See, I found that piece I was looking for. It's just there's the other one. Boom. All right. Now I just got to find two more of those, but they're in here. Obviously, I just couldn't see them, dude. I was blind. I was blind to the potential. I just didn't understand. I just didn't understand, dude. I was thinking about Mr. T today, dude. They were giving me a DL. You don't have, they took your DL? New Hope. New Hope, dude. Yeah. New Hope. I love New Hope. That's a cool little town. I used to live up in Milford. Milford, Pennsylvania was my town. I lived in Milford, Pennsylvania for like 5 years. I love living in the Poconos, man. I was planning on staying there forever, dude. The one thing that I blew it living in the Poconos is I didn't surf enough when I was out there. I just really didn't know how good the surf was. I fully blew it. I missed it. I botched that one. Much to my chagrin, grin. I did not take advantage of the New Jersey. I tried a couple times, but that was before all of it was super wired in with the cameras and the surf lines and all that kind of stuff. So I can't be too hard on myself, though. I did not give it a full, as they say in the game, a college try. I did not give it a college try, but what else? I'm still looking for two clickers. I need two to click the brick. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I don't know what were we going on and on about? I don't know, dude. What do you guys got for me? All right. Photo Yokio. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night, little John. What should we get into? I was tripping on those people. I've been listening to some trippy alternative news sources lately. That's for sure. There's some trippy voodoo going on out there right now. Whoa, man. Trippy voodoo. How about the weird people taking pictures in front of the bombs on the bridge stuff, dude? Like, talk about bad karma, man. It's just gross, dude. Like, who does that? Who's that sick? Like insties of bad vibes, dude. There's some bad vibes going on out there. Those people need to stop that. They need to stop the bad vibing and like kind of pull it together, I think. I mean, call me crazy, but I think they got to stop the bad vibing. I don't think it's going to work out in their favor. In fact, I'm sure it's not going to work out in the bad vibing favor. Super cray times, like cray times, dude. Beyond my my real like hard to believe, dude. Hard to believe. All right, this thing's trippy. Okay, what are we making here? Oh, we need some of these. I'm still missing like 2 pieces, but I know they're here. We're gonna find them. I just don't want to have another finger cramp, dude. That cramp was crazy. Like, what do you do for a finger cramp, man? I can feel it, dude. Joint pain. It's joint pain, man. Silver, is there a silver crab? I'm looking for a silver crab. Silver crab, silver crab. We're all looking for silver crabs. Shh. I don't see any silver crabs. No silver crab? No silver crab for you. No silver crabs for you. No silver crabs for you, man. All right, let's see if we're now, and because you're a positive person in my life. The community in the chat has helped me face some difficult situation, empowered me to be strong by God. That's it, Dark Tonic. You got to be strong by God. I mean, what I would tell you is the Dark Tonic is this, dude. I don't know, Kimmy, thousands. Is we all got to go through it, man. See, like, that's what I'm saying, Dark Tonic. Like, you consider me a positive person. And this is the way I would describe myself. I'm a pessimistic optimist, if that makes any sense. I call myself a pessimistic optimist. Like, I fully spend my default is to find the negative aspect of any given reality, right? That's just my default. It's not something I plan on doing. It's not something I'm about. It's just I am. Part of who I am. But where I learned to change the thing as the pessimist was to become optimistic and realize that through God, everything's okay, man. Everything's actually working out for a reason, the way it's supposed to. And most of the stuff that I thought was negative turned out to be a blessing in my disguise. So yeah, it's like the fire, dude. When the fire came and burned everything down, super negative vibe. But I was far enough along in the spiritual game to be optimistic about what was going to happen, right? Like I could have at any moment been eaten by that whole story. And it wasn't like it was all like la-di-da. It was a brutal battle for sanity, man. And in that thing, again, I discovered the truth that God loves us more than we love ourselves. And that the reason we suffer is because we forget this. And it's only like when you truly turn back to God that the suffering ends, right? And that's really what all the bummer situations are about, is to stop taking it on yourself, whatever it may be. Whatever the bad vibe is that's causing one to be negative, it's an opportunity to take it back to God. And when you take it back to God, you realize that God had your back the whole time. I think that's really what like a lot of the negativity is about, or lack of positivity, is not realizing that all you got, it's just an opportunity to go back to God and give God back the burden you carry and be like, all right, God, like here. And I'm missing like a half a bag of stuff, dude. All right, gotta move on. All right, dude. And then that's that. Okay, I saw those two things. And that's really my take on it is yeah. I like at any given moment, I'm not really a positive person, but I'm an optimistic person because I fully accept my pessimistic reality. I know humanity's doomed, right? Like I know humanity's doomed. I know America's doomed. I know it's all over. But I also know that it's all meant to, that we didn't get here to fail. Like I get why the people that don't have God in their life suffer so radically. Is because without God, it's insurmountable. It's too much. And that's why God's there, is to be like, no, I got you. And then when you really figure it out, it's like, it's okay. You really can't be down here truly experiencing life on Earth and literally have rainbows shooting out of your butt and be like, oh, like, yeah, everything's fine. No, everything's not fine, dude. Everything's totally out of whack. This is a truly screwed up, dark reality we live in. But it's when we go back to God, because we see the example of the beauty all around us, right? We see the beautiful flower, the little yellow bird, the beautiful baby, smiling baby, right? And we have, and it's the dual purpose, but it's when we go to God that we understand that all of these things need to be happening at the same time in order for any of it to be happening. So I like, my new thing that I like to do is I have these sage plants out front with these big stalks of flowers, and the carpenter bees, like these giant black carpenter bees. Love them. dude. They're just in there like, yeah, dude. And they're there all like every day. They come and just hang out and just eat the flower nectar, do whatever they're doing, right? But it's not an easy world to be a carpenter bee. And it's like the thing with the black widows and the chickens getting smoked the other day. It's like it's all super harsh. But then when you go to God with it all, you realize that it's all super perfect. And that's the genius of it. Like as a person who like despises war and conflict and everything that's going on right now on Spaceship Earth, like if I were to really just look at what's going on Spaceship Earth without the grace of God, it's a giant bummer, dude. It really is just a real bummer of a scene. But then when you realize that this is the ultimate growth spurt, right? So Owl has been growing, right? Owl is like he's 7 now. He's like taking off like a bean sprout, just growing. And like it'll hurt him. Like his growing body will actually hurt him. And it trips me out. And that like, so when I look at the real bad vibes going on Spaceship Earth, I do realize that it's just a growth spurt. Yeah, it looks real grim. It looks super dark and like, oh my God, and all that kind of stuff. But realistically, it's just a God-given growth spurt. And we're going to do just fine. We're going to pass through this whole thing. We're going to get the children to the other side that are lucky enough to have people that are awake surrounding them, but they beamed in for the people that are awake that surround them. And it's going to be okay, man. Dark Tonic. It's going to be okay. I get it, dude. Just go back to God. I don't know how you like, I get it. Like I couldn't be an optimist. My pessimistic nature would take over without God. And trust me, dude, it gets me. Dude, I don't know. I was tripping out today for no apparent reason. I went and just got that feeling, you get that weird feeling in your stomach or your system or like your soul where you're just like, you feel the tremor in the force, the energy is wrong. It's all of that. And I was just like, I had that moment where I was like, I just want them to do it. Push the button, dude. Just do it already, dude. And I chuckled. See, this is why I don't think there are any nukes, to be clear. It's because that would be the easy way out. Because today, for like 10 minutes, if you would, and I was buying like groceries, dude, like everything was fine. But for like 10 minutes today, I was like, I just wish they would push that button, man. Like, let's end this thing. This is ridiculous, dude. I don't have any interest in this. I don't want to be here. This is ridiculous. And I was like, push the button. And then I was sitting there, putting my shopping cart back, because I always put my shopping cart back. And I started laughing because I was like, that would be the easiest way out. Just, oh, dude, like button push, everybody gone, dude. That would be like cheating. That would be like cheating the game, dude. And I chuckled and I go, there's no nukes. I stood there. Someone heard me like, because I said it really loud to myself. I was like, there's no nukes. Reminded myself again. And that's why there are no nukes. Because that would be cheating the game. That would be cheating of the game. Oh yeah, hungry all the time, Kimmy. Just hungry boy, dude. But that would be cheating the game. Like that's what I mean. Is like there's an aspect to it all where it's like, no, there's not going to be any cheating at the game. Nobody gets a free pass. That would be a free pass. Like, oh, because I think if you get like smoked in a big mushroom cloud, like you don't like, it's just like it's a push. It's like a spiritual push. Like, all right, dude. Nobody wins, nobody loses. Like that was a botch. Do over. You guys are all gonna have to do it over again. You realize that like you can't cheat the game. That's to me what like the mutually assured destruction is. It's like, no, you guys. You can't cheat. Do over. You're gonna have to do it over, dude. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Nah, dude, there has to be, dude. There has to be. No, dude, Tulsi Gabbard's not a Democrat anymore. Like when I saw that's how ridiculous it is, dude. That's how ridiculous it is, all this. If we view ourselves as caught or detained in the system, then we are giving up our freedom as human beings. We have to embrace our lives as individuals to just live our lives freely in God's grace. Pretty much. But dude, but yes and no. So I watched this trippy Russian dude on YouTube. He's like our family's got a little kid and a wife, and they're like sort of like Russian hippies. His channel's very similar to like mine in a weird way, right? So I watched this dude's channel, and today, like, he put up this video, and he was like, about he's over in Russia, dude, right? And it's about like, he hasn't gotten drafted yet, and how he's not political and this and that. And I'm listening to him and I go, he's like me, but like the I don't get involved kind of thing. But he's like literally talking about at any given moment, these lunatics could make him a participation in his non-participation sport. Like I do firmly think that like you can pretend the world isn't spinning out there, but it most definitely is. And just because it's all make-believe and fictitious and all that stuff, you got to put in the work, man. Like that dude was making, like I've been watching his videos all through the conflict over there from Russia. And he's one of those dudes who knew what was going on, but chose to be like, it ain't going to get to me. And then all of a sudden he's like, whoa, dude, like, uh-oh. And he's like, all I can tell you is it's all about love and, all the stuff we talk about here. But if you just talk about like that thing and you don't actually engage with the thing, I think you're setting yourself up for failure, man. I mean, look, nobody's gnarlier than the burning Buddhist monk, dude. I'm sorry, like that dude takes the cake, or those dudes took the cake. Nobody proved what a joke it was more than the burning Buddhist monk, and they're perfect. I don't know if you've ever watched the actual footage of the burning monk, dude. But if you watch the footage of the burn, see, but that's where you're wrong, breaking the trains. All the negativity and evil running around rampant in the world is not an outside force. It's you. It's in all of us. That's the trick of the beast. Just embrace your life and bless and live free. No, that's the Watiko, dude. That's the most dangerous concept ever, because that is perpetuating that, because you have to take responsibility for it inside of yourself, because nobody is doing that, dude. Jesus did that. The only one who embraced their life and was blessed and lived free was Jesus, dude. And look what they did to him. So that whole fence sitter, like, dude, just no, dude. That's why the world's in chaos, because 1,000 times every one of us has been given the opportunity to change it, and we passed it by for the, like, just live free and be blessed, and like ignore it all, dude. Like, it's not my business. It's not my business. Well, that's why we're here. That personal, like, it's not my business, just live free and be blessed, is cursing other people to not find freedom and being blessed. That's the trick. That's what the beast has done. The beast has done to think that if you just go do that that's selfish. That's the selfishness of the beastly system, convincing you that you don't have infinite power based upon God's grace and created in his image. You do. You were created in God's image. Will you ever be able to truly access that? No. So by default, you don't have the infinite power, dude, but you have the dunamis. And so pretending that all the negativity isn't inside of you is to perpetuate it infinitely. It's to like give it an exponential power button, dude. Dude, me and Al were yelling at each other today about math, dude. Like, I don't play that it's over there game. No, it happened right here in our where we homeschool. We got into a big argument about math today. And then we had to fully face ourselves. We had to fully talk about it. We had to figure out what was going on. We had to, like, come back to Jesus, right? We had to come back to God, admit that we were broken, that we had not checked in with God, and we were running roughshod on the world, dude. That whole thing that the negativity's over there is why the negativity's happening, because the negativity isn't over there. It's right here. It's right inside of each and every one of us. But we don't want to accept that, dude. We want to just, like, we want to blow past that all and not realize that's the gift. That's our whole mission down here, is to understand that we are that which we fear. And our denial of that is what has gotten us into the trouble we're in, man. And we're in big trouble, dude. Yeah. Do I think that the bombs are real and all that stuff? No, dude, I don't care about that. Do I worry about, have I done enough to save the soul? Constantly, dude. Constantly. Do I think that I'm conscious enough not to participate in the insanity? No. I know I'm not. I know I'm fully capable of doing exactly the same thing, dude. So no, all the negativity's not to be passed by, dude. All the negativity is to truly be looked at and truly understand for what it is. It's a gift. It's a gift to go back to God with and ask to have it be removed from the center of our souls, dude. Because that's why we're fallen, right? We thought we could get more. So that thing came with the giant price tag. And that price tag is no free rides, man. You don't get to just live in your little part of the world and be free while someone else on the other side of the reality is a captive because of your pseudo freedom. That's like the thing, and I'm not trying to blow you up on the chains personally, but I go, that stuff is the captivity, dude. That's why we're held captive. Because as long as we think that as long as we go, oh, it's not in us, that's how they get away with it, man. We all bear the responsibility of not standing up, dude. We spend most of our lives self-indulging, just worrying about ourselves. And I'm no different today. I took care of my own business today. I wasn't too worried about anybody else's situation. You know? I did answer dude's email and help him go to a meeting, though. I mean, that counts for something in a weird, not really kind of way. But yeah, I'm not one of those dudes who's like trying to get out of here on the free pass thing. Like, oh, dude, because that's the stuff when you get up there. I don't think if there's no separation, right? We are that which we fear. Speaking of captivity, has the channel reached the hours of time watch? No, dude, we're almost there. Isaiah approach. We're like 200 hours out, maybe more, but like in that ballpark, which is like almost nothing at this point. It's right around the corner. I'm just blowing this right now. Oh, I needed one of those. Let's see. I needed one of those. No, the collective mind virus is super prevalent, dude. All right, dude. Where's this thing? Swing. But I get it. It's easy to go. It's over there. It's not us. Oh, I'm missing that thing too, darn. It's not me. I've just gotten past the whole thing of being like, it's not me. It is me, dude. I had the conversation with those old growth redwoods, those old growth Dutch firs on the side of the Bull Run Mountains. It is me, dude. I'm willing to own my part in the whole thing. Because ultimately, like, we didn't come down here for free passes. We came down here to fully like experience it all, like experience the truth. And it's yin and yang. It's beauty and pain. It's all the above, you know. So I think if you avoid There's the pieces I've been waiting for. Bam. If you avoid, like, people are suffering right now, dude. Like, due to their own inactions. Like, so we're sitting here on a Lego channel, right? Talking about, like, it's over there. We don't have, like, if you go on to Bricklinks, I haven't been onto it for a while, dude, like that. But if you go on to Bricklinks a while ago, you would find out that the, like, second, like, one of the biggest Lego secondary markets was the Ukraine, right? Lots of Ukrainian Legoers out there. Lots of rad Lego sets got smoked. Fine, just take it down on that kind of a weird level, dude. Lots of nerdy Lego heads, just like me and my son, got smoked on this deal, dude. So it's not over there, dude. I remember when I was watching the live feed of the riots in New York, like, because I'm pretty, like, on the truthful end of it all, like, I'm not empathetic for the human condition. Like, we get exactly what we deserve, dude. Like, we've earned this. Like, we've earned our time in the barrel, right? And so I remember watching the New York riots, and they were showing outside of, they were outside of, like, the big Lego store in New York. And the Imperial Star Destroyer was, like, smashed on the street. And I remember sitting there being like, who would do that? Who would do that to the Imperial Star Destroyer? And who didn't pick it up and take that as you were looting the shop, realizing that was like a whole thing. So again, is what I'm getting at is, it's not far removed from us. It's not over there, dude. We're all connected. If you don't feel that thing, like, that's the connectivity to God, right? Well, you think Jesus was like, it's over there, bro. Like, all the negative of it's over there. Like, us over here, we're gonna be fine. Fishes and loaves, fishes and loaves. No, dude. Like, if you really read that whole thing about the thing, our pastor did a whole deal on it the other day. He scrubs all those dudes, all those people who show up for the fishes and loaves, and goes to the other side of the lake, and then starts talking all the crazy talk about, like, you got to eat part of my body and drink my blood and the whole thing. And people are like, yeah, okay, no thanks, dude. So Jesus wasn't having the day trippers, right? So why be a day tripper now? You think Jesus would be sitting here being like, oh, it's over there, dude. Like, we're over here, fishes and loaving, dude. Like, don't sweat it, man. That's their problem, dude. That's their problem. So yeah, I don't get into that whole it's over there trip, man. It's right inside of us, dude. And that's where we can find the answers to it too. Because that's where we get to forgive, dude. Like, if the negativity's over there and all the bad vibes, how do you get to forgiveness? How do you get to forgiveness? Right? Like, if it's over there and it's not part of us, how do you get to forgive your brothers and sisters, right? it's about embracing it and realizing it's not over there. That us being it's over there is actually just really dark. Like, look, don't get me wrong. It's a total money hustle. I get that. Like, I know it's totally a hustle, but a lot of children are getting smoked on this deal. And right. And if we're gonna sit back, how can anyone sit back and say they care about the unborn life and then not care about what's going on the other side of the planet? Because guaranteed unborn lives, babies are getting smoked on this deal, right? That's all I'm getting at. It's not over there. It metaphysically speaking, and actually like electromagnetically speaking, it's right here. It's right here. There's no separation. The separation's the trick of the beast, man. Enough of that. It's my lizard, that's my lizarding. That's one of my like pet peeve things though. That it's not, and it's because if it is all at our disposal, right? If it is all, if this is all artificial and yeah, whatever, dude, it's just, which I think that it is on a huge level. Well, how is that happening then? How is that happening? If it's not real and it's all part of our, imagination or whatever you want to call it, right? If it is like that, then how are there people suffering, right? If it's then the suffering people come directly from us. That's the rub, right? Which is even heavier. So I don't think there's a clean way out of it. Like just ignore it, it'll go away. I think you have to go build the new reality to the very best of your potential, dude. I mean, it's funny, I had a big talk with Owl today about like, why we homeschool them and what we're doing and how gnarly it is. And being a parent right now and at this time, and being a parent that's awake and conscious and the whole thing, like, don't for a second think that the fear isn't always prevalent, dude. Because, and I was talking to Al about it, it's like I've chosen to take full responsibility for his education, his well-being, his social reality. Most parents just drop their children off, and I'm not saying it's wrong or right. Most parents drop their kids off at school and let the system educate and socialize them, right? So Al and I were talking because he's been a little bummed. He's been getting a little lonely, He's making some friends in soccer, and everybody's got stuff going on, right? And we were talking, and I go, because every now and then I'll be doing something like on one of my missions to town, and I'll be I will be like, I'll see a school letting out or something, you know, like an elementary school letting out. And I'll be like, I'll see the kids running and playing and just having a good time and doing all that stuff. And I'll be like, dude, like, man, am I blowing it? Am I blowing it? Am I really depriving my son of something, right? Am I really like, am I doing wrong right now, right? Minus all the politics and education system and the trans and the woke and all that nonsense. I mean, just on a social playing thing. And I'll sit there and I'll watch the kids, and then I'll go, okay, I'll watch them all playing, and then I'll go, okay, now look on the peripheral. Look on the peripheral, the big swarm of kids laughing and playing. Look for the lonely kids. And they're always there, man. There's always just some lonely kid sitting there, not part of the action, not playing, no one hanging out. There's always a couple of them, just lonely, dude. And they're in the middle of a school full of social stuff. And I go, and so I was talking to Al, I go, yeah, that, you know what? I go, you know what's cool about like going to school and stuff and public school and the whole thing is there's lots of kids, man. There's lots of kids and you get to play a lot. And I go, you know what the downside of public school is? There's lots of kids. And I go, you don't fall? Because Owl's his own dude, right? He's his own being. He's got his own style. Like you see his hair. That's the way he wants it, dude. He wears what he wants to wear. He's got his own vibe. He doesn't care about what people think. In a school setting, that makes you the lonely kid. And so, and I watch him like when he's at the soccer field, when he's on a soccer team, dude, all the girls come right up to him. He's huge with all the girls because he's like doing his own thing. He's not part of the cookie cutter thing, but that doesn't fit in today's world, right? And so as a parent, right, you have to take that on, dude. And today was one of those days. Today, the fear got the best of me. Today, we were sitting there doing, like, getting back into times tables and doing his times. And, you know, he knows them, but we're like getting back to doing it, like the refresher on it. And we got to the thing where he forgot how to do the addition, like big numbers. And he's like, where does the 1 and the 10s place go? And I'm like, what do you mean, dude? And I freaked. Like I had a panic attack because I've taken on that responsibility, dude. And I was like, oh my God, I let him down. And then I just had a full, like one of those things where I was like, where else am I like, he was just like, I didn't handle it right. Cause I should have just slowed it all down and like done a little refresher. But like my negativity, right? My negativity is that I've taken on more than I can handle and I'm going to fail, right? I'm going to fail my son. I'm going to wreck him, right? Which made me lash out, which made me get frustrated and mad. And then he was like, dude, like, I ain't having this, man. And then we got into like an argument about it. So the negativity was right in our mouth room today, dude. The conflict in Eastern Europe was right in our house today. It was a father and son arguing about math. He didn't want to do it. I was afraid he didn't understand it. But going back to it, we had to go back to God with it all. And we had this rad conversation, right? So it was only through this really negative bummer moment of conflict with our math today that we got to have this really like powerful talk about God and being an individual and why it's important to, these things are important. And it was cool. I go, Owl, I go pick a book from the bookshelf, right? I go, cause I'm trying, like, I go, the reason I'm so gnarly, I'm trying to set you free, dude. And I go pick a book from the bookshelf. He's like, all right. And I go, just open it in any page you want and read. And he picked up this like, you know, adult book and read a full paragraph in it. Some of the words were like big, like, you know, he didn't know, but like had a little trouble with, but he can read. And he knows how to use a dictionary. And I go, you know what you have right there, Owl? You have the freedom at 7 years old to go to any bookshelf that has English as the written language and pick a book off that bookshelf and read it. You know how to use a dictionary so that any word in that book that you don't know, you can figure out. I go, that's freedom. And I go, you know why I'm so like uptight about the math? It's because once you know all this, you'll be free, dude. And he got it, dude. We had a big talk about what freedom is today. See, education's not about like learning things. It's about being free, dude. It's about freeing your child from the bondage of the system. And the only way you can do that is by teaching them to think for themselves. It was kind of a super heavy like scene today. It was good, but it only came out of the negativity. That never would have happened today. On the whole, like, yeah, everything's positive. Don't worry about it, bro. Just, you know, rainbows and unicorns. Bye. So no, I don't subscribe to it. But dude, I'm gonna fully, dude, breaking the chains, dude. Awesome rant you got me on, because it empowers, dude. I'm a firm believer that I'm missing a part, dude. It's gonna circle back. I don't know where it is. I'm looking, where's I need elevator shaft type stuff. One piece is gonna hold me back, dude. Where is it? All right, whatever. Maybe we'll just, what time is it? Oh, it's 12:30 already. Wow, we've been going at it hard tonight, dude. Christ be with you too, Rogue Lights. Get bricky with it. Yeah, we're getting bricky with it. I bumped into something I cannot solve. I didn't realize it's 12:30 and we're gonna call it, dude. Is that right? We've been doing it that long. Unless I miraculously find this piece right now. I think we gotta call it. We gotta call it, man. Oh, there's the one piece I needed. Come on. That means it's in here. I just can't see it. I'm gonna put it right here so I know where it is. Time for bed. Yeah. I would like to finish this step. I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm out. I know it's here too. They're always here. They are always here. All right. Well, dark tonic. We'll get through this. That's all we can do. That's the only option we got. It's just to rise to the occasion. Uh-oh. All righty. Do a little cleanup here and hit the bed. Well, there you have it. Another evening in the Lizard Lounge. Lizarding and lounging. Yeah, we're getting Stuart back on, dude. I put the text in him today. Don't worry, Skate Tricks featuring the Stuart Lizard Lounge. Yeah, that Stuart's coming back on. I put the text in, dude. It's cooking. Anyway, everyone, thanks for hanging out, dude. Isaiah Approach, Dark Tonic, hanging there. Breaking the Chains, thanks for getting me fired up. Gunler, bringing the Mandaloo. Kimmy, Row of Lights. What else we got? We got anyone who needs a wrench out there? Oh, Baffle, dude. Shout out to Pippi. Yeah. Shout out to Pippi. And who else was here, dude? Sage. Oh, y'all. Sage One, peace be with you. Carusta. God has blessed us, Caruster. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Feeling that. Feeling that. With that said, good night. Smash that like button. And let's turn that algorithm up, dude. Keep on clicking bricks for a better spaceship Earth. With that said, good night.